We're going to be talking about how this current pandemic has personally affected us and our thoughts. Coming up.
Stay tuned.
Hey, I'm Talit.
And I'm Ty, and we're from hisandhermoney.com, where we're teaching you how to have better money,
Become a better couple,
and live a better life.
Well, I mean, this is, I don't know, where are we at? Week 4 or 5?
No, well past 4.
Wow, it's like you lose track.
It's almost 2 months.
All the days have just been melting together. I don't know if any of you have experienced that, but it's like each day just kind of stacks on top of the other. And sometimes you lose track of the days of the week. But this has been quite interesting. I don't think this is something that we could have foreseen, obviously. And it's also been like not the easiest thing to process through day to day. It's such a weird situation. I think I've said that more than one time, how weird it is, because this isn't something affecting our city or our state. This is something affecting the entire world, every sector, every industry. Everything that we did before this is probably going to look different.
Absolutely, yeah. Periodically, you actually stop what you're doing and you say, Ty, how are you doing? Like, what are your thoughts? And I'm like, I'm okay. What are yours? You know, type thing. So we actually wanted to just have a conversation with you all, like a fluid conversation on really our
consider
feelings
you guys family
and our thoughts. So consider this Talit and Ty's conversations, okay? So one of the things for me, it's various things, of course. I'm distraught at there's so many people that have lost their lives over this. So many families who can't even mourn their loved ones has really been bothering me. They can't even really have a proper homegoing service. For us personally, a very good family friend of ours lost his wife, and it wasn't due to the pandemic, but however, he lost his wife during this time, and they were well-known pastors of a church, and I know without a shadow of a doubt that this particular person's homegoing service would have been packed and would have been so many people would have been there to show so much love to the family and for them to hear words of how this person has impacted their lives, and all of that was gone, like no funeral whatsoever. So that part has been really troubling for me. Just so many people that have lost jobs, and companies that have furloughed, and just so many uncertainties right now where some people are actually feeling fear, some people panic, some anxiety just because they don't know what's going to happen tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, part of our responsibilities at our local church is we have to contact when members have lost loved ones. And in the network of churches that fall under our leadership, we've had several pastors lose family members. We've had a pastor lose his mom. We've had a pastor lose his father. We even had a pastor where both the husband and the wife both lost their fathers to this pandemic at the same time. And it's just unreal.
It's heartbreaking.
It's
unreal.
Unreal.
I've actually had sleepless nights, like very hard time going to sleep because I'm up praying for particular people that maybe we know or have heard of, their particular stories. And I'm not worried whatsoever. So first let's just ask that question. Are the McNeelys afraid?
The McNeelys are not
We are not afraid. Our future is secure in Jesus Christ, and we know that he holds our future and as well as our tomorrow. And so we have no fear whatsoever in fear of anything necessarily that can impact us per se. So we're not afraid. However, I will say afraid is not the word. We're not afraid, but we are using wisdom in this time. What does wisdom look like? So for us, it may look like we're looking at all of our finances, the money that's leaving the house, the money that's coming in the house. What ways can we kind of reinforce the walls even more? What opportunities can we take advantage of right now? Because the truth of the matter is there is, even in the midst of darkness and in the midst of uncertainty, there is still some opportunities that maybe we can take advantage of.
And we've even felt this on a personal level. An aunt of mine has gotten diagnosed and is currently fighting her way through the situation. The outlook is looking better than it was at first, but just that initial news, someone who helped raise me, I would go over to her house all the time and just hang out with my cousins there, and to know that this has
she's
affected.
in isolation. You can't even have family members come visit.
It just makes it very tangible and personal, and I think it just gives you a new, outlook on life, an appreciation for each day. Wanting to take better care of your health, wanting to eat more fruits and vegetables, wanting to to be a better steward, not just of finances, but of our bodies, of our temples.
And you bring up a good point. That's something that we've actually, I don't want to say incorporated more. We just kind of gotten better in this area, especially during the summer months and spring months, guys. You all know, like barbecues and ice cream shops and just, fun summer days. But for us, we're making sure that we're eating more, like you said, more fruits and vegetables. We're taking supplements and things like that. We're trying to make sure that we do our part here in our home to kind of safeguard ourselves. So things like that on a personal level, as well as definitely increase them in prayer. And one of the things that I can say that I don't want to say it's bothered me, but has bothered me. I don't know really the right word, but that we can't see our family members.
Yeah.
Like Talent is the only child, and his mom, we can't even see her. We have not seen her since my birthday.
In person. Yeah.
In person. So that's like almost 3 months. We talk to her very regularly, almost daily, just to kind of check up with her. But that's been difficult that we can't even see her. And like, she doesn't really want to see us right now. Like, I'm willing to take that.
She plays by the rules.
I called her and I said, let me tell you something. I call her Mom McNeely. I said, our backyard neighbors this past Saturday had a barbecue and they had both sets of their parents there. So the kids had their grandparents there. They were sitting around the table eating. And I'm like, look, if we continue with this now, you can come over and we can at least share a meal together. And she's like, well, I want to be obedient and follow the rules of the land. And what did our governor say and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay. But at the same time, I miss seeing those who I love. I did have an opportunity to kind of see my parents yesterday. I just kind of peeked my head in their home really quickly, but did not stay, didn't walk in, didn't go through the rooms, didn't make myself comfortable.
You made them a meal.
Yes, exactly. But at the same time, it's still not the same as family fellowship. Mm-hmm. That's one thing that I definitely miss.
Yeah, and I guess on the flip side of that, we've also been taking some reflection into the future.
Yes.
What opportunities are coming out of this?
Yeah.
Because anytime there's a crisis, there's always an opportunity. If you look at the last recession that we went through, major companies were created. Airbnb, Uber,
Pinterest.
Eventbrite, Pinterest, on and on and on. Anytime there's a situation like this, there is opportunity for major impacts to be made. And I think that we've all learned that depending on one source of income is not the right move. Because tons of people were laid off, tons of people's hours were reduced. And if you may be working for a company that may be not able to recover from this situation, there was no reflection on your work output or your skill level, but things happen. And if you're not at the top of the company, then there's nothing you can do about it. And so we've learned that we need to think about going out and thinking of different business opportunities, different side hustles of all shapes and sizes.
And we did
did
that for the most part, even prior to this pandemic. However, but our mindset and creativity has just been off the charts daily, almost, where we're thinking of different things that we can actually do for our household. And like you said, it's so very important. Right now, you must not count on your 9 to 5 as being the only source of income that's coming into your home. You must get out of debt. Matter of fact, I believe that before this was going on, before this happened, we were like championing, get out of debt, get your finances in order,
get an emergency
fund, get a life insurance policy, do this, do that, do this, do that. And some of you guys did it. Most of you all did. However, there are still some people that were sitting on the sidelines that had the opportunity to do it and did not. It has been impacted much worse. Now, we're not here to point the finger or blame anyone and say that's what you get, and that you have to live in a place of regret. We're actually saying, let us help you now get out of this situation. Let us hold your hands personally. We have created a private community called Power Couples University. You guys, this is our baby. We are family over there. We have couples as well as singles that have joined the membership, and we have Q&A calls. We have master classes. They're over there winning. As a matter of fact, we recently had a live Q&A call inside of our group, and we were just asking everybody, how are they doing right now during the pandemic? Are you being impacted? And you all, no exaggeration, at least 4 out of the 5, if I had to put a number, 4 out of 5, 9 out of 10, 90%, 99%, whatever, everyone is thriving. They're actually saying, you know what, Talent and Ty, we're actually paying off more debt. We're actually saving more money. We were able to build up our emergency fund even more. We were able to start this business. And that actually brought me so much joy that we're winning over there. And you can win too. Go to powercouplesuniversity.com. We would love to help you right now during this time of need.
And I think the last bit of thought process that has come out of this is investments, because we are strategizing how do we want to invest in the midst of this, because again, these crisis situations always bring about opportunity. The stock market is on clearance. It's a great time to get into some index funds, so we're looking at that. We're going to
More
see
of that.
we're going to see some things happening in the real estate market, and so we're strategizing how we're going to take advantage of that. And these are the types of thoughts that you need to be having as well. This is not the time to just sit, eat bonbons, and binge every series on Netflix that Netflix ever invented. This is
Although
a time,
there's some good ones.
We've seen a couple
as
good
of lately,
ones.
yes.
But this is a time to put some thought, some foresight into your future.
Yes.
There are opportunities here, and maybe you need to be more strategic. Maybe you have been sent home to work. Think about it. Companies are now figuring out that we could save a little bit of money if we had distance workers. So are you making yourself stand out in the midst of all the virtual workers, or are you going to become expendable? Again, we're thinking about the future, and letting the thoughts about the future help dictate the actions that we make today.
So we want to hear from you. Leave a comment in the comment section below and let us know, how has this pandemic affected your family, whether good or bad. We would still love to pray for you guys if there is a need as well. Don't forget, give this video a thumbs up and share this video. Also, subscribe to our channel if you have not done so to stay up to date with any and all new videos.
That's all we got for this time, guys. It's been great. Until next time, peace.
Bye, y'all.